Imagine learning a high income tech skill within few months and be able to monetize it immediately. Hi guys, in this video I'll be sharing with you the top 5 tips that you need to know and you need to implement in order to learn a high income skill within few months and monetize it immediately. So before we get started, kindly hit the subscription button and subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that when next I publish new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Okay, here are the tips. The first is time management. You will never have enough time, but you can always create time. Oftentimes most people or most young people are working or they are schooling. Okay, and the work days is spent working or is spent studying, and as such, you don't have time. Okay, to learn a new skill, to learn a high income skill. So what you can do is you need to create time, and because you can't continue to be in this situation year in year out, so the solution is to create time. And how do you do that? Imagine you want to learn a high income skill, but you don't have time. You're a working professional or you are schooling. So the option is to create time, use the early hours of the day to learn that income skill. Now, and if I'm here to be in your shoe, this is what I will do. I will be waking up every day 4 a.m. From 4 a.m. to 7 a.m. I'll commit it to learning a high income skill. Now do this for 3 months every day for 3 months. You will end up using 217 hours in learning a high income skill. Just think about it. Imagine the level of knowledge, imagine the skill, imagine the problem I can solve by using 270 hours in 3 months to learn a high income skill. Okay, so the second tips that you need is self-discipline and consistency. Okay, now the quote is a quote that says early to bed, early to rise. Okay, so this means that as a young person or as a professional that want to upskill, that want to learn a high income skill, you need to be disciplined. Now, being that you don't have enough time, you don't have all the time. Okay, so the little time you have been able to create, which is 3 hours, as I already painted in that analogy. So you need to keep to it, commit to it, focus on using those 3 hours optimally. Okay, so this means as a working professional, what you need to do is that since you want to be waking up every morning, okay, every very early in the morning to study, and you want to use 3 hours to study, make sure you go to bed very early. Okay, you go to bed very early, and when you wake up, you must ensure that you don't allow social media to distract you, or you don't allow other things that is different from the purpose of creating that time to distract you. Okay, you must focus on using those 3 hours every day to study or to learn that high income tech skill that you want to learn. Okay, also consistency is about showing up every day. Okay, you show up today, you show up tomorrow, you show up 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you are still showing up. So what will happen if you consistently show up every day for 3 months is that the level of knowledge that you acquire will accumulate for 3 months, the skill that you acquire will accumulate for 3 months, the level of problem solving that you have learned with that skill will accumulate for 3 months, and I bet you will be super good and you'll be ready to solve any problem that comes your way. Okay, so the third tips is learn tools and not theories. Okay, now employers will ask you what can you do. Okay, yeah, but you need to prove to them that this is what I can do. What employers are looking for are people that can solve problem and create value. So this is super important. Now, in the tech industry, what you see is that we have professionals that can use to A, to B, to C. Well, we have for programmers, we have programmers that can program with Python, JavaScript, Java, React, Native, Flutter, and the rest of them. That is what is being sought for, or is employers look for in every talent. So what you need to do is you need to focus on learning those tools that help tech professionals or high income skill or individuals to solve problems. Now, we're going to be using an example. Let's say you want to learn data science, and okay, in data science we have this software that they use to solve problems, used for the analysis. We have Excel, we have Power BI, we have SQL, we have Python. Now, this is what you should do in order to fast track your growth. Okay, focus on learning Excel and learn how to use Excel to perform analysis. Okay, learn how to use Python, okay, to perform machine learning tasks. Learn how to use Power BI to create dashboard. Learn how to use SQL to query large data sets. Okay, so this is very important. If you are able to learn how to use these tools, okay, to solve problems and create value, then you'll be super good when you are done learning the skill. You will prepare, and this will take us to the next tips. The fourth tips is build personal projects with those tools that have been learned. Build personal project with tools that you have learned. Okay, now what employers we ask is, have you done, do you have a project? Have you done any project with this tool or with this skill that you have? Okay, do you know how you will respond to them? You will respond by showing proof that you have used this tool, that you have carried out a project, that you have done personal project or project for other persons using the tools that you claim that you know. Okay, now this is what employers will ask for, and this is what you need to do now to speed up, okay, your chance, or in order for you to speed up your growth and increase your chances of landing a high paying job or getting a high paying gigs. Now, for every tool that you learn, make sure you build a personal project with it. Okay, using the example of the data science program. Say you are learning a data science program at online, okay, and you learn Excel, you learn Power BI, okay, you learn Python, you learn SQL. So what you need to do is, after learning Excel, make sure you source for a data set and perform analysis using only Excel. Okay, now after learning Power BI, source for a data set and use Power BI to perform the analysis, only Power BI. Now after learning Python, you look for a data set and use Python to perform the analysis, including carrying out performing machine learning models and the rest of them. So what this will do is that you will use all these projects, this personal project that you have done, you use it to build your personal portfolio. And this is what you show to anybody that wants to give you a gig, anybody that wants to employ you. This is what you show to them. This is the proof that you know the skill, you know and data analysis or data science, and evidence is a response to any question, is the best response to any question. Okay, so the last tips, or the fifth tips, is apply for internship opportunity. Now at this stage, the reward is always slightly different from what you learn. Okay, so do not expect that what you learn will be the same, will be exactly the same with what is obtainable in the reward. They are slightly different. Now, this is the reason why you should apply for internship opportunity. Applying for internship opportunity, don't look for paid. It must not be paid. It could be paid. Okay, so why? Because the purpose is not to earn at this stage. The purpose is for you to understand how things work in a corporate setting. The purpose is for you to understand how things are done in a corporate setting. What's for you to understand how professional in that your field, how they solve problems and how they create value. And with this, you'll be able to have experience. And with that experience, you'll be able to negotiate for a high pay for any with any employee or any gig that's coming your way. You can ask for a higher payment because one, you have personal project, and two, you have an experience working as an intern, whether free or paid. Okay, here you have it, guys. These are the 5 tips that you need to know and to implement in order for you to learn a high income skill in a few months and be able to monetize it immediately. If you find this video valuable, kindly hit the subscription button and subscribe to this channel. Now, when you subscribe to this channel, you encourage my work. Also, like the video, comment. And has a Twitter handle. Len also has a TikTok handle. Kindly check the description section and follow us on this platform.